What slithers and slumbers has now fully woken up. Who will survive? Find out next on the Adventurers Guild. On the continent of Volanta, in the city of Dakar, there is a place where heroes are forged. Where legends are built one story at a time. What you do with this opportunity is in your hands, and the hands of fate. The Adventurers Guild.
Oh, it means battery's low.
All right. Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Adventurers Guild. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Paul Cosca, and you are watching a weekly live-streamed D&D anthology show. We are super excited to have you. This is episode 5 of our current mission, and things are about to get a little bit hectic, as if they haven't already. But before we jump in with the absolute chaos and mayhem that's about to happen, let's go ahead and say hello to our players. Hello, players.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hey.
How are we feeling heading into this encounter?
What
Great.
could possibly go
So good.
wrong?
Like
So
so
great.
sneaky. I feel so sneaky.
You are doing quite sneaky things right now, so that's good. That is handy, because you've already seen what these things can do to a pretty competent person, and just as a quick programming note, we don't have Alice tonight, so I'm going to be controlling her character Emiliana for this battle. Just FYI, Emiliana's still there, just a little bit on autopilot. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's not waste any time.
Man.
The party has traveled to the town of McEntire with geologist John Lebec, who has been sent to study localized earthquakes. Adjusting some music over here. The party found a dead body right outside of town, high up in a tree. A man who apparently died of exposure. Mudpack also encountered a man named Devro, who said he'd been attacked by a tentacled creature, but survived. The earthquakes continued throughout the night as a few of the party investigated. Some slept, and Harrow spent the night with a handsome gunsmith named Val. The next morning they looked for the tavern owner in town and found body parts instead. And James, frustrated with the lack of answers, dared whatever was doing this to show itself. It did. And sending tentacles up through the ground to try and drag him and others down with it. The party avoided this first onslaught, but now they have to cross a no-man's land of empty space to get to Lebec's seismograph to see just what they are dealing with. Okay, as we begin, the party is currently at the tavern with Lebec, and you are stepping out into the open space in front of you. You can see the small device that Lebec has put there. It is, for our players looking at the map, that building with the little corral just to the left of that large rock.
Got it.
It's right there.
That's where his seismograph is?
Yes.
Okay.
That's where you need to get to. So you got to cross all that space to get there. Now, some points of interest to note. You've got 200 feet between the tavern and that spot.
Oh boy.
This rocky section that you can see there, good to know that it goes about 25 feet up at its highest. It's like a collection of rocks and boulders. So just make note of that. As you
Safe. That's safe in it. This is
Safe ground.
if we're playing it. That's safe.
safer, perhaps.
Keeper.
Anything that you want to do before we just start making our way towards the device?
The building that we are in is specifically what for us on here, Paul?
It is the larger of the building on the top row, that kind of U-shaped building.
The U-shaped
Okay.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to cut across the whole expanse with that well in the middle too.
Well, you don't have to go by the well, but yeah, basically.
Okay. If I was drawing a straight line, that'd pretty much be it.
You're drawing it south, not to the other corral, the building with the corral. This
Paul,
is very interesting for our viewers at home who can't see the map.
Point of order.
Yes.
I believe one of the druids cast Pass Without Trace at the end of the last session. Is that still in effect?
Pass Without Trace is in effect. And I do have your stealth rolls of what you rolled at the end of the last session already up here.
What did I roll, Paul?
So, just so you remember, Mudpack rolled a 28, Julian rolled a 20, Crickstump rolled a 23, Emiliana a 19, James 24, and Harrow rolled a nat 20.
Look,
And
my
Lebec
only-
rolled a 17.
do all of us have to go to the device?
Not necessarily. That's up to you.
Who is the sneakiest among us?
I think it's actually Crickstomp, technically.
Yeah, probably.
so.
I just didn't roll amazing on my stealth check, but
What is the point of going to the device though?
Lebec told you that when you at the device, he'll have a lot more information about what you're looking at underneath the ground.
Okay.
Because it's been taking
and
readings.
possibly where the entrance to get to where it is.
Possibly.
There might be some kind of nest.
Right.
So
I would hate that.
Me too.
Well, I'm thinking we go to the instruments. Whoever's the sneakiest among us would like to. I don't think we all have to go because I feel like if all of us roll, one of us is going to roll badly at some point. You know,
That's probably a fair assumption. Yeah.
especially when I'm in full play. I'm ready to fight.
Just kind of
If-
just jangling along, just try and sneak that way.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'll accompany him.
okay.
The only problem is we'd have to also get back to let you guys know the information too, which probably wouldn't be a problem, but it's just what it is.
Yeah.
Should we do hand signals?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
That way.
So-
What is your signal, quick stuff?
Worm that way.
Yeah, sure. I will just point out the direction in which we should go after we know the information, and we'll all try and meet up that way.
So is Crickstomp going by himself?
I'm going with Lebec because
With
Lebec
with
knows how to read the
Lebec?
instrument.
Mudpack is also going to go with Lebec, and he's going to wild shape into a wolf to hopefully tread softer and also maybe smell things as they come.
All right.
So, Paul, I don't know. This is not anything like just my brain is trying to think.
Mhm.
If I cast Pass Without Trace on the group and someone wild shapes, do they still have Pass Without Trace on them?
Yeah, because it's you.
Okay.
It's broadcasting from you, basically.
Oh, okay. I got
Pretty
it.
sure.
And Julian's gonna prepare to basically he's gonna watch as they go to get to the thing, and if for some reason somebody slips up on making noise, then Julian is gonna prepare to draw attention to himself to pull the creature away from the people trying to get to the device.
Okay. And those who are not going with Lebec, where are you positioning yourselves?
It's me, Hero, and Julian.
And Emiliana.
I was
Okay.
gonna ask, so is the rock that rock outcropping in between where we are and the device?
It's not directly in between, no.
Not in between.
Yeah. It's like just to the side.
Yeah, it's off to the side of where we need to go.
Would it allow us visual towards where the device is, or where our party is going?
I mean, if you know, it's definitely a lot closer to the device than the tavern for sure.
Yeah. Well, I think it would be, to the best of my interest at least, to be at a higher ground. And I can only assume that hopefully it doesn't burrow through rock. So I might head on over there.
Same.
Most of my spells are long distance spells, so it'd be best for me to be farther away.
So is anyone going with Harrow to that rocky area?
I can't let you go by yourself. I'm going with Harrow.
And Julian's staying back because he's going to make noise right in front of the inn to draw attention away from the creatures if our stealthy people draw attention to themselves.
Okay. And Emiliana will stay with Julian. All right. Then it is time. We're going to handle this in sections. Crickstump, Mudpack, and Lebec. And in fact, let's basically, in order to get across, you've already made one stealth check. I'm going to have you make one more just for the continued movement. But you will get the benefit of Pass Without Trace for just about all of that. So you've already done one. Let me roll, just roll, don't worry about it kind of check.
Don't worry about it kind of check. Those are my favorite.
Just a little little whatever kind of thing.
Whatever.
You don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
No news is good news. Maybe.
You set off across this no man's land quietly, carefully, almost holding your breath the whole way, just trying to soften each and every step as you go. You cross 10 feet, 30 feet, 60 feet. You're now halfway between the tavern and where the device is sitting, and you can see it kind of glittering in the sunlight. It all seems very still and quiet right now, very deceiving. As you approach the rock, I need everyone one more time to make a stealth check.
Julian too, or no?
No. Sorry.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
Julian
he's
and
just
Emiliana,
observing.
but everybody who's walking. And you will add plus 10 to this. So that is a 25 for Lebec.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
27 for the pack.
27.
Yeah, Crickstump.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Crickstump rolled a 36.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
You know, like you do.
Sorry, it's just so absurdly high. I'm just like, wow.
It was that or a nat one. So
That's the dance of the sugar plum fairy. Just like
36. Wowie zowie. All right, and James.
And this is plus 10, correct? I got
Yes.
27.
27.
Hey.
Okay.
Julian wants to fail his stealth check.
Okay. You very quietly, James and Harrow, climb a couple of steps onto the rock, trying to be as quiet as possible. Crickstump, Mudpack, Lebec move on to the device. He takes a breath as he approaches this, and he says, "My My only concern is that it may make vibrations as I interact with it. I'm going to do my best to not do that. But it is on the ground. Okay.
Back. Would there be any possible way that we just take it to that rocky outcrop so you can do it on top of that, or do you need to have it on the ground?
It is.
A little bit.
It is embedded.
What does that mean?
He quietly points, and you can see that there's like a probe underneath that goes into the soil.
See now. Yeah.
He says, I don't think it would be wise to remove it.
I understand. What I'm gonna do is I'm Crickstump is gonna quietly get just a few feet away so he can see Julian and wave him down if something goes bad so he knows to do something.
Okay.
Julian will take note of that. Absolutely.
And Mudpack's gonna position himself about 4 feet from Lebec, facing kind of the other way from Mudpack, just to get, or from Crickstone, just to get both sides.
All right.
And,
So what
yeah.
what you're looking at, the device, it's like a cylindrical object with a tripod legs, a probe in the middle that goes into the ground, and in the middle of this cylinder it is open, and it has a series of pendulums that move across and make marks on a scroll that slowly moves. So it's like a seismograph plus magic.
From our position up on the rock, can we see the device, and can we see our friends?
Yeah, in fact, Harrow, as you're saying that, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
As Lebec is messing with the device, Mudpack would also be making a perception check, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
It's
And go ahead and make that
just-
an advantage because it's smell.
It's just a 14.
Okay. We'll start with Mudpacks first, narrative-wise.
+3. Do I add my own perception to that as well?
Yes.
Or is it just, okay, so that's a
Oh yeah, mental. Yeah.
Yep.
22.
22. Okay. You sniff around, and there is something bad, and it is not very far away. It's difficult to tell exactly where it's coming from. You're smelling a thing down below you,
Mm-hmm.
and it does not smell far.
Or good.
Well, Mudpack's hackles raise and he'll growl a bit. Not too loud, just a low rumble, and kind of look over his shoulder at Lebec. Keep an
Lebec is
eye
like
out.
all eyes on the device.
Okay, so he's going to be super vigilant with them.
As Lebec begins to touch the device to begin his readings, Harrow, you are kind of giving a quick look around, and you look back in time to see a door open on one of the buildings across the way. Val has opened the door to his shop,
Oh,
and he's already taken a couple of steps by the time you really you realize it.
Fuck. Okay. How far away is he from me?
Well, let's take a look at the map. We're saying that's 200. That's about 230 feet.
Fuck. Okay.
You're
Mm, Okay.
Can't whistle.
I mean,
200
for what it's worth, Harrow is also aware that Julian is intending on pulling attention if anything draws it aside.
How
so.
yeah? How far is?
Julian's right in front of the inn.
Right in front of the inn.
So Julian
but
is about 180 feet from you. He is about 60 feet from where Val is stepping out right now.
got it. Do I see Julian? Does he see me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely.
So, Harrow's gonna try and just like point like aggressively towards where Val is, at Julian to try and get him inside, but also try not to shout or anything because doesn't want to draw attention to what's going on.
Okay. You do that as Lebec begins his readings. He grabs the scroll, and if it weren't connected to the ground, it would be such a small movement. But Mudpack, you can smell a change. There's like this release of something as the hunt begins.
Louder growl. He's gonna pad around to Crickstump and like brush against you, like as soft as possible. God, do I need to stealth that?
I need you to make a stealth check.
And Paul, is Val still walking out?
This is all happening kind of like in the same moment.
Okay.
That should still be it.
Yeah, so that's like, that is plus 10, yeah, but that is like one second has elapsed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if we were right at like the 59-minute and 59-second cutoff.
It's 24.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I
You pad very silently, and if it weren't for the nat 20 that it rolled, that would
No.
have definitely been sufficient.
Oh no.
Crickstump, Mudpack, you feel just the slightest bit of rumble beneath your feet.
I frantically wave at Julian.
So
Okay.
in this moment, Julian, both Harrow and Crickstump are trying to get your attention.
no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that I don't want any consultation. Julian, what are you going to do?
Julian will begin shouting and kind of like slamming the blade of his sword against the ground and shouting.
Okay, I need you to
that's
make
fine.
a performance check.
Got it.
After, as Harrow sees him do that, can Harrow try to do something to capture Val's attention?
Sure. Let's start with what Julian does.
Unless
Okay.
Julian's
21.
Julian's performance is just so good it captures Val.
Yeah.
21. Okay. What are you wanting to do, Harrow, to capture Val's attention?
It's such a risk, but she wants to try using one of her metamagic distance spell points to get a firebolt close enough to Val to capture his attention, to not hit him, of course, but like maybe hit either the side or somewhere else to maybe capture his attention to try and get him. God, I don't know. I'm so scared. It's just gonna attract attention to him. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Because she doesn't want to hit the ground. That's the thing. And I don't know. It with the distance spell. Fireball does 120 feet. With the distance spell, it's 240.
Mm-hmm.
If there is like a wall or something behind him, or so that she can hit the wall behind, so that he sees the firebolt whizzing past him.
I mean, you can hit his shop for sure.
Fuck, and then it's fire. No, I'm not gonna do that.
His gun store.
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
She's
Wait. Oh, there's a gunpowder. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
I mean, not yet.
Not really.
Another second passes. In this next second, Julian, you are trying to get as much attention as you can, and you can feel as you hit that there's a vibration coming back at you.
Okie dokie.
Harrow,
While he's doing that, I really want to whisper at Lebec, like, keep going, go fast.
Harrow, you are wrestling with what to do in this moment to try to not let Val walk into serious danger. And Mudpack and Crickstump, you feel the vibration start to move away from you. And you hear Lebec whisper, Three sources of movement.
Oh.
Next second,
Rose gonna die.
3. Shit.
Oh my god.
you hear Val say, What on earth is going on out here? Julian, I need you to roll initiative, Julian.
Okie dokie.
Is there
9. Okay. A tentacle comes bursting out of the ground next to you, taking a swipe at you, and that is a 12 to hit.
It does not.
Okay. You just managed to barely get out of the way as it swings over your head. It is moving back under, so you can take an attack of opportunity if you wish.
I will. I'll swing at that tentacle.
Get it.
That's a 14 to hit.
14 will hit.
Okay.
Oh.
11 slashing damage.
Okay. You strike out at this thing, and it does slice deeply into this writhing tentacle as it whips back under the ground.
Okay.
Another second passes.
I would like to ready a spell if I can.
What would you like to ready?
I would like to ready blindness, deafness.
Okay. You do that.
If I don't know if it's hearing is so good or if it's all about vibrations, but I might as well give it a shot.
At this point, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
man?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, 21 to 25.
That's a 24.
16 to 20.
19 for Mudpack.
All right. 11 to 15.
Go team!
It's Emiliana up here.
Yeah.
Is Emiliana next to Julian? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew.
6 to 10.
You got Julian as a 9, right?
Julian is in. Yes.
James received an 8.
James was given an 8.
Harrow, what'd you get?
Oh boy. Oh man.
So it's a
Ooh.
2.
Okay.
It's a 2, but I rolled a 1.
E.
Okay.
E. Ooh, ah.
All right.
Bing bang. Walla bing bang.
Walla bing bang.
So, Crick Stump, you are readying an action.
Yes.
Okay. This creature is waiting. Emiliana is going to hold an attack until something comes. Mudpack.
Mudpack is going to position himself by on the opposite side of the equipment from Lebec and hold an action.
Okay. I do need you to make a stealth check for that movement.
And since I haven't cast, am I still concentrating on Pass Without Trace?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how that worked in combat.
So with Pass Without Trace, that's 30.
Okay.
Woo, another 30!
All right.
Yeah.
So you move over to Lebec.
30 club.
All right. Julian. Another tentacle bursts out of the ground. That is a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay.
Be strong.
Yeah.
So that
Be
is
strong,
kidding.
my boy.
14 bludgeoning damage as it whips up and smashes you across the head and neck. And what is that strength save?
12.
Okay. It wraps its tentacle around your neck and begins to drag you down off of the front porch of the tavern and into the street. And the rest of you do see that. James, you are up. Or sorry, Julian, you are up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Julian, you are up.
Okay.
You are grappled.
Damn.
Is there any way that he can gauge what the type is on these things, or should he just go for it?
You really don't know.
Right, he's just gonna go for it.
All you've seen is this wriggly tentacle so far.
So he might as well go for it. So he will use his channel divinity to, as an action, he will. I actually don't know where it is. I'll say it's tattooed on his hand. So he'll raise his hand, and on his hand is tattooed the symbol of Manan Maklir. And he will attempt to abjure the extraplanar, so they need to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Rolled a 16.
Okay. I don't think it actually does anything if they succeed. This is also for everything within 30 feet, if for some reason there were more than one of them nearby.
Okay.
Sounds like a shun the non-believer spell.
Shine.
Shun.
Shine.
Anything
It was
else
just the
for
one
your
now.
turn? Yeah, it was just the one.
Okay. That was an action. So, bonus action.
And James, you are on deck.
Okay.
Just as soon as Julian's done.
I mean, yeah, he'll go ahead and cast Thunderous Smite as bonus action. Lights up for the next time he can hit. But yeah, he will put that in.
Got it. All right, James, you are up. Julian is being dragged into the road by this thing.
Before I go, would banging on the ground be an action?
If you wanted to do it enough to where it could feasibly draw something, yeah, you'd be using your action to do so.
And how far is Julian?
Julian is currently
It's like
115 feet away.
Damn. None of my spells reach him. Okay,
Three,
I would like to
You can
look
pull
at
more,
Harrow
so I don't have
and
to fight more
ask.
than one. That's good still.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
There's 3, at least, from what Lebec was able to gauge, so
You can take one.
you maybe still
Okay.
grab the attention of something, even if it's not the one that's currently dealing with me.
Okay, Harrow, how do you feel about drawing some to our attention on the rock?
Arrow's going to be moving away soon, so she
Brandon?
So do what you want.
yeah. It's like so she looks at him and just gives him a nod and like, do what you have to do. I'm going to try and save Val.
All right. None of my spell. All right, I'm going to take my maul, make some noise.
Are you getting
Get its
off the
attention.
rock?
If I make noise on the rock, it has to come and meet me, correct?
If you make noise on the rock, you're not 100% sure that it's going to take.
All right, I go to the bottom of the rock, make some noise.
Okay.
And I can't ready a spell or anything like that because that's my action.
That is
right?
your action.
All
Anything
right,
of your
cool,
bonus
cool.
action you can do, but
That's it from. Wait, can I do a Shield of Faith on Hero?
sure.
What does that give me?
+2 to your AC.
Thank you, precious.
All
I
right.
need it.
Everyone goes home. Everyone lives. Let's go.
All right.
No child left behind.
James, you hop down and slam your maul on the ground, and right away you feel this, like, just shaking in response as it should be noted significantly larger, like thicker tentacles burst out of the ground.
James found the mama.
And
You know what? No running this time. No running this time. Let's go.
we'll go ahead and make its attacks. That first is only a 9 to hit.
Please.
So it is, you are able to deflect it as it's just kind of flailing around the second one. Perfect. Right up.
On the ground.
The second one's a nat 20.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Bring it. Come on.
So you duck the second one, or you duck the first one, and the second one just wraps all the way across your face, and you can feel it begin to squeeze. So that is going to be 20 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
God.
Woo! Let's go. Okay. That's
Oh my
okay.
God.
Do I get a chance to do a hellish rebuke after I make the strength save?
Yes.
Okay. +3 strength. Easy peasy lemon. Okay. That is a 16 +3. It's 19.
Okay.
Strength.
As it starts to pull you under, you manage to, like, wrench it off of you. just barely enough to not have it pull you completely off the rock. And it begins to slither back under. And you can see just from this one like push, the soil, like the dirt all around has been kicked up and churned up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're not going anywhere. I still got a hit on you. It has to make a dex saving throw, beat a 13.
It does. That's an 18 on the die.
Oh!
I think they still take half for hellish
They'll
rebuke.
take half.
Yeah.
Take that, meanie. Let's see what we got here. That is a 6 and an 8. So 7 damage. Dang it.
Okay.
That hit did cost me over half hit points. Damn.
No.
Well, you
Hero
gotta
would have
really
been-
heal yourself. Use it.
Hero would have been down immediately.
Okay. Whew.
Okay. At that time, right after that, you hear a shot go off as
A
Val,
new player has entered the battlefield.
Val takes
Yeah.
a shot at the tentacles that burst out of the ground at James.
Oh my god.
Hey!
Dynamic, get back here, you varmint.
And that does hit.
Hey,
Hell yeah. Cowboy, let's go.
Gonna go, Val.
Please tell me he's using one of the big guns.
He's not. He's just using one of the revolvers he's got on his hip. And that is for 6 points of damage, which is better than nothing.
That is true.
You hear Val say,
It's true.
"What in the fuck?" And that is his turn. Harrow, you are up.
How far away is Val again? It's like 200 something.
About 180 feet.
About 180 feet. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you, DM, with the meta magic points of the distance spell, extending spells to, if it's a 30-foot range spell, extending it to 60. Would I be able to use that to extend Misty Step from 30 feet to 60 feet in distance that I could reach? Because Misty Step
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
sure,
self
why
is a
not?
self range. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna use one of my meta magic points then, and then Misty Step from the rock 60 feet forward. That is my bonus action. And then basically start booking it towards Val.
Okay.
My full, so that's 60 feet plus 30.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 90. And then I'm just gonna do a dash for my action
Okay.
so
So that's an
that's-
extra 60.
as an extra. So it's 120.
Yeah. You.
I know it's not all the way to
It's
him.
not all the way, but it's close.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Go ahead and take a D6 of inspiration from that. That's a very clever use of meta magic. I've never had anybody do that for Misty Step.
Thank you.
I like it, but you are on the run, and that's,
Oh, very excited.
we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Crickstump,
Yep.
you are up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Can I just rebuke the readied action that I had and switch to a different one since it's a new turn?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay. As a free, I'm gonna turn to Mudpack and be like, I think they need our help.
Mudpack's gonna snort in agreement,
Uh,
but also like turn back and look back.
make sure he don't get eaten. I'm going to wild shape, not wild shape. I'm going to wild shape into my symbiotic entity and then which, and then I will, and then I have a question for you, Paul,
Sure.
because I'm not sure if it just affects on top of the land or also underneath the land. So I have a spell. It is called Spike Growth. I would just like you to look at this real quick.
Yeah.
So it says the ground in a 20-foot radius, centered on a point, like twists, and now there's hard spikes and thorns all around it, and it becomes difficult terrain. And I didn't know if a creature moves through that, would it technically be underground or have to be on top of the ground?
I think traditionally, from what you have practiced as a druid, this spell is always on top of the ground. However, if you can focus yourself enough, you could perhaps alter how you do this spell. So your spellcasting ability modifier, your spellcasting ability is Wisdom.
I believe so. Yes, it is.
So go ahead and make a Wisdom check for me, and I will say that if you can get
and I'm not casting this yet, just because it's an action, and I've already used the action to wild shape. But on the next one, I just wanted to.
Well, when we get there, that I'm going to have you make a Wisdom check to see if you can alter your spell like that.
Okay, I will do that. But also, I am running my full 35 feet of movement towards. Let's go. I mean, towards the rest of the group, since it's essentially a shot to get to the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
But in the direction of Julian.
In the direction of Julian. Okay. All right. You do that. As you begin your run, you feel vibrations under your feet, and it rolls a nat 1, Crixton.
Hey.
So I am going to allow you to take a shot at it, a melee, like an opportunity attack.
Yeah, which I've only got my quarterstaff right now. But
It leaps up right next to you like a dolphin.
It misjudges it and ends up like perfectly in front, just in time for you to like take the quarterstaff out and swing on the run.
Yeah. And that is a 14 to hit.
14 will hit.
Hey, cool. All right. So, and on a melee hit, yeah, because this is the quarterstaff of rending.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to. Ooh, I rolled with that, so let's do this and this. Okay, we have a good 4 bludgeoning damage and 3 necrotic damage.
All right.
Pew pew.
Pew.
Get him.
Whack.
Yeah, and you just
Meanie.
smack it like with a baseball bat, and it like
Nice.
folds over, like slam, hits the ground as you run past it. It's a pretty cool moment, all things considered. Emiliana is up and is going to run forward and grab you, Julian, and heft you back to your feet and say, let's get you back into slightly higher ground, yes? And like drags you backwards back onto the porch of the tavern. Mudpack, you are up.
Mudpack would like to make another perception check
Okay.
to see if that third one might be around.
Well, you've now accounted for 3. You've accounted for one that pulled down Julian, one that was right next to Crickstump, and one that that's near James at the rocks.
Okay, those are the 3. Okay. I mean, he's gonna stick by Lebec and look to him and tilt his head as if which direction to go and look around.
Lebec looks terrified and just climbs onto your back.
Mudpack does not know where the other instruments are.
We ride at dawn.
He says, should we get onto the rocks or just leave or something?
Mudpack will bring Lebec to the rocks, to the highest ground possible.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, he's going to unwild shape when he gets there. Tell Lebec once again to climb to the top.
who at that moment is still like clung to the back of you, but does awkwardly like
get off.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll climb.
It's all right.
And he climbs up the rocks.
All right. So
that's movement and bonus action.
Cool.
There's nothing to fire at right now, but you could hold a spell or something waiting for one of these things to appear.
Yeah, the spells that I have right now are not super excellent for things that can disappear really quick. But Mudpack's going to, he'll prep a flame blade.
Okay.
He'll prep a flame blade.
All right.
Yeah. He's got his hands ready like a gunslinger to keep in theme.
Wait, so Mudpack is next to me or near me?
Yes, Mudpack has gotten onto the rocks near you. Lebec is there as well. Julian, as Emiliana pulls you back onto the tavern, another tentacle like bursts out and swipes at where you just were. Only rolled an 8 to hit, so
that does not.
It slithers back down. And Julian, you are up.
Okay.
And you're not prone.
So I don't have anything to attack at the moment, right?
Not at the moment. You can hold one and wait for it to pop up, or do something else, of course.
Yeah, he's gonna cast protection from evil and good, focused on aberrance.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll work. So that means it's all of those things. So he's got protection from aberrants, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Okay.
Those creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against him. He can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. And if he had one of those things, it would end immediately. So.
All right. Anything for a bonus action?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. James, you are up.
Okay. Mudpack and Wilgar are next to me.
They're like behind. They're up the rocks a bit. You are right at the edge of the rocks.
I have to use an action to get his attention.
At this point, you've got his attention. You feel like if you stay in this same place, it's going to be happy to come to you.
Okay.
So you could certainly just wait for it and get the jump on it and get a hit off before it tries to hit you.
I don't want to use all of my spell slots, though. I think does taking a health potion cost an action in your world?
So if you're taking a health potion for yourself, you can use a bonus action, which you'll roll for it, or you can use your full action, where you will get the full benefit of the potion.
And what is that benefit?
For a standard healing potion, that's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that full action, get that health potion, and it's going to come to me.
Okay.
So I take the health potion and wait.
Okay. And as you are finishing the potion and putting it away, another onslaught. A couple of tentacles burst forth and take a swing at you. The first is a 23 to hit.
Oof.
That does hit. I do get 10 health. If that makes
Nice.
any sense.
Good.
So
Good.
I feel like I'm gonna lose all of it right now.
I do need you to make a strength saving throw.
Fair enough. Okay. Plus 3. That is a 13 plus 3. 16 total.
Okay, so you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
And
God damn it.
it wraps around your waist, and you can feel it start to like crunch as it starts to pull, and a little bit of it emerges from the ground.
All right.
You
may I
see-
please- Oh, sorry.
You see, it's not done with its attacks yet, unfortunately.
Well, there you go.
You see this like rocky looking head and like huge sharp serrated beak emerge from the ground, and it will use its second attack as a bite.
Okay.
That is an 18 to hit.
18 is my armor class.
Okay.
Woo!
That is 8 points of piercing damage as it chomps down on you.
Well, I'm dead.
You're not dead. You're unconscious. But it will use its bonus action at this point to try to consume you.
Oh God,
Well, it's been nice
That's-
knowing y'all.
that's a sentence, Paul.
Right?
That's the sentences.
And
No.
a hit is... It does hit. Since you are unconscious. That is one death save. And
Woo!
Mudpack, you watch as this thing emerges out of the ground, snaps up James, and James's body just disappears into this thing.
Ah,
Do I even get a chance to do a hellish rebuke?
Yeah, sure.
Dexterity saving throw for you, Paul. That's 13.
Okay. Yeah, it fails.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's like right before it bites you, you let off the hellish rebuke, and then it just chomps down. The people at home have now seen what this thing looks like, by the way.
Oh, no!
Perfect.
I rolled double 8s. That is 16 total damage.
Okay.
next time.
I'm in danger.
Yep. 16.
Paul-
All right.
Paul, just for a visual, did it chomp down like just swallowed him whole, or did it like bite down on him? So like
I mean, it
part of
it took a bite,
like-
but his whole
like-
body is inside.
Mm.
He
okay.
is not like chomped into bits. He is consumed. It is not just an instant fatality.
Right. I was just wondering if like part of him was still like a noodle, just like hanging out of the mouth.
Oh, definitely not. No.
Okay.
Both tentacles have gone back into its mouth and taken James with it.
Peace out.
But okay.
So, all right, that is its turn. And in this moment, Mudpack, you do have a held action.
Yeah, awesome. Yes, jump. Yeah, Mudpack's gonna wait. Okay, how far from the rocky outcrop is?
It's
grapple.
gone up like killer whales do when they're hunting seals.
Oh shit. Okay,
Like its
cool.
head is up on the rocks.
Okay, Mudpack is going to jump on top of it and try and give it a swipe at the.
You would not
Front
be
of
able
its
to.
face?
You would not be able to do so because your
I can't do
held
that.
action is just the action.
Just
you
action,
hold.
not movement. Oh,
Yeah.
boo.
So I believe you said you were holding a flame blade,
Yeah.
so
that's-
that you can do right now.
Okay, but I can't move. I can't get there. Boo.
Is
Can
that
I
a
pretend-
melee attack?
It's a melee attack, yeah.
Just go ahead and assume it's some part of it is close enough.
Okay, all right. No, I'll give a swipe at it.
Okay.
As James is going in. Good lord.
I'm going in.
Yeah. Dive. Fake.
Yeah. What can I do?
No, come back. Oh, cool. So
Roll
that's
death saves. That's what you can do.
so that's
I
a
tried.
21.
21 will hit.
Yeah. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm like, what is fighting? All right, I roll for that. And Office come back 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me write that down.
Guess he'd give a swipe across where it's, well, he's a shorty, but it's on the thing, so where its eyes would be.
Yeah, you
If
notice,
it had eyes.
Yeah, you notice that it definitely does not have eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. And it begins to like it's moving a little more slowly now, but it's like beginning to pull its way back underneath the rocks. It is still a little exposed.
Give me back my friend.
It is Val's turn, and Val is going to hold an attack because he sees Harrow running his way.
And can Harrow as a free action just like tell him to come to get closer to her?
Sure. Yeah, he'll move across.
Maybe like maybe it'll cut a little bit of the distance.
Yeah, his turn is just before Harrow, so he runs toward. He uses his movement to run to you, and he says, "Harrow, what the hell is going on?
Just stay on your guard.
What are those
they're coming.
things?
It's what we came to figure out.
Did I'm gonna have him make a roll." He says, "What? Do you have any idea what we do against him?"
No, just fight and be careful where you step. I think there really isn't anything that they discovered other than the fact that they just come from the ground, right? There's no information that she has.
Yeah, not at the moment. It is your turn,
All right, so
and you have now reached him.
So she is going to cast mage armor on him.
Okay.
So his AC will go up to it's 13 plus dexterity modifier.
All right.
So however much that is. I think it's +3. And then I don't want to use all of my meta magic right now. It's a quicken spell. There really is nothing else that she can do
Okay.
because that's the action. Yeah.
Yeah. Val says, "Do they have eyes, ears? How do they know where we are?"
I think they can just sense where we step. To be quite honest, it might just be the vibrations.
What if everybody just stands still?
That's not a bad idea.
And that is going to be your 2 turns. Crickstump, you are up, and you are currently on the run.
Fox on the run. Let's see here. I'm just trying to think about everything that just happened. So, right next to me is one of them, correct?
I mean, you presume so. You presume that right underneath your feet, one of them is probably there.
And then where I just was, next to that rocky outcrop, there's another one.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to reverse course.
Okay.
I'm going to flip back around, run to the rocky outcrop, which... how far away is that from me at this current moment?
What's your total speed?
35.
If you use your full dash, you can get all the way up onto the rocks. If you use with 35 feet, you can get... I mean, not quite there, obviously.
Right. Just, is it what, like 60-ish?
Like 60 feet, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't need to do the full thing. But what I want to do is use just my full movement. And then I would like to cast... at that point, I would like to cast Spike Growth. Right at the base of the rocks where the other one that gobbled up James is.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom check for me just to see how well you can place this, for optimal.
Yes, because it does have a range of 150 feet, to where I can place it.
Yeah.
But I just want to, 100%. All right.
See if you can really get right on there underneath the ground and really envelop it.
In the pocket.
Paul, quick question. From that smell and that scent that Harrow got from the last session, that the smell was earthy and oily.
Mm-hmm.
Was one of the oily? Just I wanted to keep that in mind. Thank you.
That you're not misled, I think gross is probably a better signifier.
Got it. Alrighty. Because I was oily, will it catch on fire?
I mean, most things will, but just so that you're not totally misled by that.
Okay, thank you.
You said wisdom check there, Paul?
Yeah, wisdom check.
That's an 18.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to place this really well.
Okay.
So you wanted to get kind of a little bit above and a little bit below, just kind of
yep,
all up in its spikes. Yeah.
Just all up in it. Get right up in it.
Yeah. Basically, it is now in the middle of this spiky growth that's just happening all around it.
Right. And do you have spike growth up?
Yes.
There, Paul. Okay. So it's not just, when it enters, it's every 5 feet it moves through it.
Yep.
Too. So it, no matter what,
it's definitely taking damage from this for sure.
Yeah. So that's my movement and my action, and then as I get close, can I see the mouth of the one that gobbled James?
It's a little tough to see from behind it.
Okay, I'm still coming in from behind it. Okay. All right, I'm good for now on that end, but I would like to just cause I'm just gonna cast Shalala.
Sure.
On my staff. And
got me on my knees, Shalala.
Make it a little stronger.
Graboid begging, please, Shalala.
Was written about George Harrison's Graboid. All right. Okay, that is your turn then. This one is going to make a perception check. And is going to go ahead and continue pursuing Crickstump. So Crickstump, it follows you over after its embarrassment. I don't think it's capable of an emotion like embarrassment, but
I hurt its feelings.
Yeah, I don't know that it has feelings even per se. That is 12 to hit.
Just singular feeling.
Yeah. It has hunger, which is a feeling of some kind. But that is a 12 to hit, which I assume does not hit you.
That does not.
Okay. It flails around, not its best performance here.
At this point, I'm going to use my reaction and use Halo of Spores on it.
Sure.
So it has to make let me just double check. It has to make a con saving throw.
Okay. That is a 17 on the die.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take anything.
Okay. So you both kind of just do a thing around one another.
Little dozy do.
Not necessarily doing anything of particular, but you're getting in there. Okay. It is now Emiliana's turn, and Emiliana, having dragged Julian back, has both rapiers out and is ready to hit this thing as soon as it pops out. So holding 2 attacks. Mudpack.
Yeah. Is the...
It is still there. It is kind of like...
Okay.
Looks a little... like how snakes get a little slower after they eat a goat or whatever. Like anacondas,
Okay.
Yeah, just like that.
Mudpack will now use his movement to make a leap onto this thing and flame blade it down the back.
Okay, so you are going
be
to
a badass like that.
You are going to jump onto it.
Brave little druid.
Yeah.
Please.
And is that just my regular attack roll for that?
It's a melee attack or melee spell attack with the flame blade.
Cool. So 23.
That will hit.
Sweet. Get it. Ooh. Nope. That's 10 fire damage.
10. Okay.
Yeah. With the intention of slicing it deep enough into this thing's skin to get down to hopefully where James is.
Yeah.
And open it up some.
You slice across. You leave some really good burns. This thing is impossibly difficult to cut through. But it has definitely taken damage.
Like Qui-Gon when he's at the blast door, just slamming it in
I would say a flame blade is not quite a lightsaber.
Come on, Paul! Work with me.
But you are definitely dealing damage to it.
Okay.
Anything else that you'd like to do for your turn?
He'd like to... Oh, shit. Well, Druidcraft is only 30 feet. It's not really 30 feet of anywhere to be helpful to draw attention away. Sort of anywhere in the town at that point.
No, not really.
Yeah. Oh God, I don't want to trust throwing a potion to Lebec. I'm going to trust that he's fine for now.
He's not taking any damage at the moment.
Okay, cool. Because Mudpack's got a healing potion that he's saving for James when he gets out. Not if, when.
When.
Okay. All right. In that case, one of these things, the thing that's at the tavern, is going to go ahead and take a swipe at disadvantage at Emiliana, because it doesn't really know where she is. Just swipes at her, and she is going to go ham on this thing.
Do it.
she's
She
got.
she gonna go turkey on this thing.
Yep. She's got her first attack. Yeah, that's a 21, which is definitely going to hit. We'll go ahead and do both attacks. That is a 15, which also hits. So she deals 8. 17 points of damage to this thing in 2 big slashes as it pops up.
Ooh.
Get it. Get it.
Yeah.
She's just like standing her ground, slashing at it, and nearly cuts through one of these tentacles. Not all the way, but it's definitely some deep slashes on it. Julian, you are up.
There's no way to see James, right? James is
No.
in this creature. Okay, and he's gonna attack the one that is with him and Amelia on it.
Okay.
That's only an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
Okey-doke.
So as you are stepping forward, it's slithering back under, and you just barely miss it. Okay, I think this necessitates just a little bit of a music change.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Oh no! Don't do this. Enough. Enough.
James. As just this like terrible action all at once, you being bitten and pulled, and then there is darkness. And for a moment, you think you are just looking at the inside of this thing. You don't know what is happening. And then you see and hear the strike of a match. And you see the lit match go up to a candle. And as your eyes adjust, you see that the candle is illuminating a small table. And at this table is a shrouded older woman weaving at a loom. And she says, "I told you, you can't yet bargain with a life that's not fully yours. But perhaps I can be of assistance." She doesn't look up. She just continues her work. You are muted.
Oh. What type of assistance will you be providing?
Well, if you're going to get out of this mess, you are going to need a little help, won't you? Otherwise, you won't live long enough to see anyone.
What do you want?
I think those kinds of terms can be worked out later. For now, I want a chance at a proper conversation. When this is all done, I want you to follow me. That's all.
But how can I trust you? I need some sort of proof of your power.
Sit with me, child.
I oblige. I'll take a seat.
You take a seat, and she holds out a hand, and this hand is like impossibly strong and like sinewy and old. She just holds it out to you. I won't hurt you.
Will you help me? Last time I trusted a god, it didn't go well.
I am not a god.
Neither am I. I shake this lady's hand.
Okay. As you touch her hand, there is this itch in your back, like this horrible scratching itch, and you can feel just a little bit of growth where those old scars are. She says, one does not need to be a god to hold power in these worlds. Go ahead and roll a death saving throw at advantage.
Oh! Now this is nice.
Yeah, nice.
Advantage.
Nothing sketch here.
Literally, one is a natural one and the other is an 18.
There you go.
Great.
That laugh is going to be terrifying very soon.
And that is a perfect time for us to go take a break.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
you little stinker.
So,
I love D&D.
so stick with us. We're going to take a quick break, and we are finishing this tonight. So
Okay.
stay tuned.
Finish him.
Okay, we are coming back. Welcome from the other side of the break. It is the turn of the alpha of these creatures, the thing that has already swallowed James whole.
Well, that's kind of James's omega too, right?
It's true. It has Mudpack on its back, and it is going to go ahead and try to hit Mudpack.
Would trying to hit Mudpack necessitate moving at all?
It does not.
Okay.
It's the benefit of tentacles. One tentacle comes out and tries to hit. Mudpack, that is an 18 to hit.
That does indeed hit.
Okay, I do need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh boy. That's a 2.
Okay, you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And it will make a bite attack against you, as you are now grappled. That bite attack is a nat 20.
Fuck!
Well, nat 20s don't hit me, Paul. Did you know that?
Is that a special gnome ability?
It's a special cool gnome ability that he picked up in the forest.
20s counts as ones.
No, this is not good.
That hits.
That is 26 points of piercing damage.
And Mudpack is unconscious. Negative by -2.
Fuck.
Okay.
Not looking good, team.
Bravery is not intelligence.
Now we can be roommates.
Oh, that'll be a sitcom.
Oh my gosh, I'm having this conversation and Mudpack just strolls it. Hey, what's going on? Oh, hi.
And
It's
they were
Mudpack
roommates.
comes in like Kramer.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Ba-da-ba-bow.
Just comes in and starts
Terry.
eating your cereal. All right. It is Val's turn. Val sees this happen, at least somewhat, and turns to you, Hero, and says, I think you're going to have to cover me. He runs back into his shop, which takes most of his movement, and he comes out a second later with a truly enormous gun.
Fuck yes.
That's Reba McEntire's husband, right?
Yes.
Awesome, thank you.
And he doesn't make it all the way back to you in time, but he does. He will use his bonus action to toss you one of the revolvers on his hip. And you rolled an 18 for that.
Gun!
So
That's
he tosses you that one, and he will go ahead and take a shot with this.
Dope. Do it.
This is a
The
hideously
bullet gun?
hideously dangerous gun.
Is this the bullet gun?
It is. It is the bullet gun.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Our version of an
Of the
elephant
elephant gun.
So let me pull up the stats for that.
I need to pull up the stats for the revolver too. Yeah, look at this.
Okay. So he is going to fire this weapon, and it just makes the most horrible, like, explosive sound. Yeah, an 11 is unfortunately not going to do it, and I'm going to have to make him make a strength saving throw.
Knocks him on his own ass.
He is not knocked prone.
Yay!
He makes the strength saving throw. But this is a gun that's so heavy that basically because he was on the run, he just didn't have time to set, and so his shot just goes wide. And he says, "Come on, you son of a bitch!" Harrow, you are up.
Val's my hero.
Yes. Yeah. Real quick. For the revolver, should I look at the pistol stats?
Yes.
Okay. So, getting this gun. Just very excited. I'm very excited. But Harrow is cool, calm, and collected.
I was like, "Got your tickets to the gun show? No, I got a gun. Look at my gun."
So Harrow is going to use their meta magic. They're just going to go ahead and they use their quicken spell. So 2 of their meta magic slots to make their firebolt a bonus action.
Okay.
Nope.
120 feet. So that is, let's see, please don't fuck me.
That's Val's job.
That is an 18.
18 does hit. I assume you're firing at the alpha.
Yes.
Yeah.
So firing
That
at the
does
alpha, the
hit.
one that saw Mudpack, you can't be saying those things. You're not
So
here.
sorry.
Mudpack, honestly, at this point, can't be saying anything. So
All right. So let's see what that is. That is a 9. So 9 to hit. 9 fire. And then since that was my bonus action, they are going to take a shot also as
Okay.
their action. So it's
9
just
points.
do
Damage?
not throw it away.
fire and then just
Boom, boom.
yes.
I'm not annoying this.
What should I add? To
So
the
this is
roll is-
dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
But no proficiency.
No
It is a simple weapon.
simple.
Oh, is it? Okay.
No, I only have crossbow, light dagger, dart, quarterstaff, and sling. Crossbow, light dagger. dart,
Oh
quarterstaff,
yeah,
sling.
because sorcerers don't have like simple weapons.
Nope.
They just
Yeah.
have like, here's 3 weapons you can choose from.
Yeah.
Because most of your shit is with spells.
Yeah. So no,
Yeah.
you don't add your proficiency bonus,
Alrighty.
but you do add your dexterity modifier.
Yes. Let's see. Let's hope. Ooh, that is a 17.
17 does not hit.
You cheeky.
You fire and the bullet pings off one of like its rocky horns in the front. It's
Big
got
bad
very
mamma
thick
jamma.
skin.
Right. Got it. So 18 hits, but 17 doesn't. Cool. Fuck. Okay.
Well, I think we know it's AC.
All right.
17 and a half.
17 and 3/4, like Hogwarts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly,
You gotta
it wouldn't matter, right? The way
you gotta roll 17 and then a coin and then heads
Yeah.
or tails. Call.
9 3/4.
Well, she's not. Fuck. She's not gonna move. She's just gonna sit.
Okay.
And wait, cause try and stay as still as possible.
That makes sense. All right. That brings us to Crickstump.
Cool. I'm gonna use my next 25 feet to get on top of the rocky
Yep.
outcrop.
You are now on it. You can see you can now see this thing's face.
Gross.
It's gross.
Mug. It's ugly mug.
It's very gross.
It's gross.
And you can see Mudpack's limp body in one of its tentacles.
So no.
Healing word
First
that
of
shit.
all-
You can see him.
Well, I can see Mudbag now, and I can only.
Yeah, you can't see James, but you can see Mudpack.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
You can now very obviously see that you cannot see James.
Yeah.
James is gone.
So I see Mudpack, and I'm like, oh hell no! I cast healing bonus action healing word on Mudpack.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's do that at. Second level.
Cool.
So that's. Do I roll?
Or do I roll
yes.
that?
Crickstump, you roll that.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just grab a couple D4. 1 and D. Okay, so that's big ol' 8 health.
Okay.
8's way better
Oh,
than
dude.
0.
Mudpack,
That is-
you awaken with a cough and a big blood spurt with the cough comes out of it.
Tasty.
You got some internal stuff going on.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna swing on this thing.
Okay.
That's a big ol'. This is the mama, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I hit it. That's
Did
a.
you roll 17 and a half?
No, I rolled a. You know what? I rolled a 15, but I'm gonna use one of my luck points
Okay.
to try and redo this. So hold on, just make sure I get luck there, and let's redo this. Whew, there we go. Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
There we go. Okay, so that is with Shalala. Even better.
Shalala.
Shalala. All right, so that, and then you, and I forgot on the first melee hit that when I'm in my symbiotic entity, I roll an additional D6 necrotic damage.
You do.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Roll high.
Ooh,
Beat it up.
I did.
There you go.
Okay. So for necrotic damage, that's 14 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And what is that? Bludgeoning. That's
Yeah.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right. It, because of that, needs to make a Constitution save.
Or
Cool.
James.
I like that.
It does succeed the Constitution save.
Yeah.
Yes, it would regurgitate James if it failed,
Hey!
Ah,
but it does not.
Oh.
That's something.
Hmm.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Crickstump? I think that's movement, bonus action, action.
Movement, bonus action, and I would hope that this other one is tailing me. That's my
Okay.
goal.
We will see.
But yes, that
And
is,
the hope.
that's all of it for me.
Okay. It is now that one's turn. It's gonna have I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Actually, Paul,
Yes.
when I cast Spike Growth, the transformation of the ground is camouflage to look natural.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you said it's not looking. So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do notice as you're looking at its face, it definitely has no eyes on its face.
Yeah. Yeah. It does say, though, that any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a wisdom check against my spell DC to recognize the terrain as hazard.
They have very little way of knowing that this would be a hazard. And
Okay.
basically what you've done is just surround this thing. So it is encompassed in these spikes.
Mhm.
Yeah, this other one will go after you. It'll
Okay.
It because you're on the rocks, it's not entirely sure where you are, but it will make an attempt at disadvantage.
Is it coming after me?
It does go towards you, yes.
And does it go through the circle of spike growth there?
I'll say it brushes the edge of it.
Okay.
So it will take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
For doing that. It rolls a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
At disadvantage, too.
At disadvantage?
Yeah, roll a
damn.
13 and a 14. Hi.
Good for
That
it.
is a... Good for it. Good for you. Good for you. That is 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and I do need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, and,
Guys.
and
Oh man.
while I will also use my reaction to Halo of Spores it
Yeah.
again. So it has to make another, I think it's con saving throw at that time.
So it rolls 16 for Constitution.
That does it too. Dang,
And
I
what
gotta
do you-
get my
And what do you
I gotta
roll
get
for
my
strength?
wisdom up. Let me roll that. And you said strength saving?
Yes.
Okay. Seeing if I can do anything for that. Nope. That's 13.
Okay. It hits you and grabs a hold of you. It doesn't have enough to like pull you anywhere, but you are currently grappled.
And how much was that damage for again?
That was 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Got it. Thank you.
So let me grappling crick stump. All right, it is Emiliana's turn, and Emiliana turns back to Julian and says, "What do you think of waiting until it makes an appearance and then trying to bring it to us?"
Approach. I was thinking I might go for this big one. If perhaps they share anything with the similarity to the creatures we fought in the forest, the others too may flee if we take out that one.
Or it will capture you on the way. I think we need to take care of this one that is in front of us.
Yes, and I would say we wait for it to strike at us and then retaliate.
Maybe we grab on. Is it grabs on? Maybe we. I do not know how big it is. Maybe we can pull it out of the ground.
Worth a try?
Well, then I will need your assistance for that.
Can do.
That was a pretty good impression.
Julian's
So-
very relaxed right now.
So she will ready that.
This is normal state. This is comfort zone.
Aberrant shit.
Readying
Crawling out of the
grab.
ground.
All right, Mudpack. You are up, and you are still in this thing's clutches,
But conscious.
but you are conscious.
All right. Since he doesn't have the flame sword anymore, all that and everything's dropped from concentration.
Yes.
But he still has his quarterstaff. There we go. Not shillelagh yet.
You do also still have one wild shape that you have not done.
Yes.
Yes.
Can wild shape be a bonus action?
I believe it is. What is your build? You're not a moon druid, right?
Depends your circle.
I'm not a.
Yeah.
Are you
If
not
you're a
circle
circle of the moon,
If you're circle
it
of the moon,
is.
it's a bonus action. Otherwise, it's an action.
Yeah.
Ew, okay. Because Mudpack's right there. He was thinking of, moon beaming this guy in the face.
Solid choice.
Maybe he's right there. Might as well.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good to me.
That is something that it doesn't matter if you're grappled or not.
cool. So he needs to do a con saving throw.
Okay. So you, as it's kind of waving you around, you summon this moonbeam just right on top of it. Yeah, it fails that con save.
Boom.
Oh,
Finally, it fails a con save.
Not the one that will spit up James, but it fails the Constitution save, so it does take
Damn.
2d10 radiant damage.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do that. So that's 10.
Okay, 10 points.
10 points.
All right, it definitely looks like it recoils a bit from that. It does not like whatever happened to it just then.
Actually, Moonbeam plus Spike Growth is a really good combo because it wants to get out of it, but it's also moving through the Spike Growth too to get out of the Moonbeam.
Solid.
It does not like it.
Druid power.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Mudpack?
He's gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word on himself at first level, just to get a few more hit points.
There you go.
Few more there. Okay, that's 3 more. That's better. That's better.
All right. It is the turn of the one near the tavern, and it is going to go ahead and make an attack on Emiliana at disadvantage, and it fails. Emiliana says, "I'm going to grab it," and rolls a 19 on the die to do so. So as it she ducks underneath as the tentacle waves over her, and she grabs it further to the base and begins to pull. And she says, "Please help me to your earliest convenience." When we get to you, Julian, we will. In fact, Julian, you are.
It is your turn in the initiative.
You are up.
Hey,
so,
I'll help her out.
Please don't forget about me.
I'm gonna roll for Emiliana. You roll. Let's both make athletics checks. It's gonna be a contested athletics check against this thing.
You got it.
She rolled not great. 13.
Julian rolled an 8.
Okay, let's see what it rolls. It rolled a 9.
Okay.
So
Between the two.
So it's not enough to get away. So you two have grappled it.
Okay.
It's not enough to pull it back up onto solid ground either, but you do have a hold of it.
Okay.
It wants
All
to
right.
break free.
James,
Is
I need you to make another death save at advantage.
Ooh. Okay, so that's 1 success, 1 failure. Okay. Let's go. Come on. I can beat death. That's 16.
All right.
Advantage.
You can beat that.
She
With
grips
help.
your hand so tight as you can feel this burning sensation in your back. And she says, "You must fight to get out of here and come to me." All right. It is now the alpha's turn, and it is not enjoying what's happening at the moment, so it is going to go back underground.
No.
It's gonna try.
Mudpack, you
Yep.
feel it start to move. So just be aware that it is moving with you.
Doesn't it also have me as well?
No, the other one has you.
Oh, the other one has me.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it is going to be taking some damage as it goes.
And remember, it's every 5 feet it moves
Yes.
through it.
So it's going to be taking 6d4 piercing damage. So that's going to be
Growth.
3, 5,
Good spell. It's third level,
plus
right?
7, 12 points of 12 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
As it slides underneath. Mudpack,
Yeah, to be clear, Mudpack can't do anything besides brace himself, right?
At the moment, yes.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Mudpack, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as it
Not
drags
0.
you across the stones and rocks. As
That's true.
Crickstump, you are grappled, and you watch as Mudpack is dragged underneath the earth by this thing.
Ugh,
Ay, ay.
Okay.
Ow.
It is Val's turn. And Val is going to take a shot at the one that Emiliana and Julian have.
Do it.
And that's a nat 20.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
yes.
40, 12,
We,
bitch.
we like
Take
Val.
it.
We like Val.
Dope.
Go, Val.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
MVP goes to Val, guys. Here we go.
Yeah, I think can I give inspiration to Val?
So that is 2d12. So that it's not the biggest one, but it is 25 points of piercing damage. Another huge shot as it. Julian, you've got one tentacle. Emiliana's got the other one, and the one that Emiliana has is just bisected.
Dope.
Emiliana staggers back a little bit as this writhing half of a tentacle like tries to grab onto her. It's just spraying blood everywhere as the bullet tears it in half. Yeah,
I
did not like that.
Paul, just as a side note, with these like bullet gun sounds going off, are the rest of the townsfolk kind of like looking out? Like, have they come out of their houses?
It's this is all happening in a matter of like
it's been
30
like, what,
seconds.
15, 30 seconds.
But you do like there are people like coming to the windows and things. Nobody's come outside yet, but
Good. Stay inside, please.
What are they doing
people.
over there?
Don't come out. Don't do it.
all right, that is Val's turn. Harrow, you are up. So the ones that are up right now are the one that has Crickstump and the one that Julian is grappling.
Man, I've gone through all my stuff. She's just gonna go ahead and
Shoot him dead.
throw a firebolt right now at the one that has Crickstump.
Okay.
Aw, thanks, dude.
It's like she saved him once. She's not gonna see him get killed a second time or brought down a second time. That's her boy.
Thanks, dude.
Let's see.
I'm still coming
that
for
is-
you, James.
That's an. I'm hitting it with a firebolt. Yes. That dirty 20.
That'll hit.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Where is it? My D10, please. Where are you?
He's Ken has D10.
Ooh, that is a 10. So,
Ooh.
So, 10 fire damage.
Nice. Okay, you send your firebolt across, and it like runs up this thing's tentacle, leaving scorch marks as it goes. Definitely taking some damage.
I kind of like pat away the scorch marks that like barely like got close to me. Just
Yeah. And then as a free action, just to call out, just tells everyone to like try not to move, like just stay as still as possible if you can. But she also saw the big one go down, so she's freaking out over Mudpack and James.
I'll do my best to stay still.
All right.
Oh, no.
Crickstump, you are up.
Oh, it's me. Cool.
And this thing does still have you in a grapple.
That's okay. In a grapple, I can still cast spells normally, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to double check there
Yep.
before I did anything. Anything. All right. Let's just go all out, shall we?
I mean, now is probably the time for that, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at 3rd level at this. thing in
Dope.
front of me.
Okay.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
All
so
right, so
it-
that is
it's
making
another con saving
Con
throw.
save.
That's a nat 1.
Hell yes.
Yes. So good.
Let's go ahead and roll your damage for that.
I have a special thing about them rolling nat ones.
I'll calculate
on-
that. You just roll it.
Okay, thank you.
Don't you
I-
worry your pretty little head about that.
I remember you saying something like a little while ago. I just wasn't sure.
It's going to take
there,
some
so.
extra stuff, but that's 4d8, correct?
That is true. 2, 3. I don't even have a 4th D8 out here. All right. Gotta find one. There we go. And then I'm casting it as a when I hit with a melee weapon attack, but with my quarterstaff of rendering on a spell hit, I do an extra D4. Hooray! Good. That one's there. Okay, so we have 6, 13, 18, 18. I assume that's thunder damage
Mm-hmm.
if it's a thunder wave.
Yep.
And then another 2 necrotic.
Okay. All right. Because of that nat 1, it is a mighty hit on this thing. It's like trying to draw you in, and as it gets close, you hit it with this thunder wave that just catches it perfectly, and it rips that tentacle clean off of its body and launches it out of the ground
Oh, hell yes.
10 feet and slams onto its back. So now you see that it's about 12 feet long.
Oh.
And covered in these like hard plates and scales and bumps. It is beached, it is prone, and it is bleeding heavily.
I do have to ask, because I'm a stickler. Since it came down on the spike growth.
It
Does
can't.
it take-
It moved away.
Okay, just had to double check
Yeah,
there.
fair point. But no, it moved away.
And then, because that was just my action.
Mm-hmm.
What bonuses do I have?
Healing word.
Yes, but
Stomp is such a unit.
Can you see my back?
that's right. Did she
No.
go all the way
Yeah,
underground?
Mudpack's gone.
Is there a hole?
There's like churned earth.
So, because I would have to be able to see Mudpack to be able to do that.
You'd have to start digging.
This is true, and that's my only bonus action. So, in this case, I will go for the churned, just the top of the churned where I saw Mudpack go in and try and dig a little bit.
Okay.
If that's okay for movement and bonus,
Sure.
just to do that.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an athletics check to see what you can do there.
Oh yay, athletics.
Ooh.
I understand.
Yeah. That's a good old 9.
Yeah. You just start like digging away with your quarterstaff in your hands, and you're not finding anything. All right. The thing that just got beached is going to use its full movement to flip back over and get underground again. That is just its whole turn is to...
Coward.
Yeah, it's damn right it is.
Yep.
It certainly is.
Come back here and face me with your face.
Quote unquote. Face.
Emiliana says, Julian, I'm going to attempt to kill it. Please hold on to it tightly.
You got it.
And she will, she's gonna see how far her 2 attacks get her and see if she needs to use anything else. Actually, what she'll do is she will use a superiority die for this first one. So that is a 12, which does not hit, but she will do her offhand. And that is an 18, which does hit. And she will use a superiority die to bait and switch on this one. So she actually changes places with you, Julian. She steps in front of you and grabs it. And both of you get an extra 5 AC until the start of her next turn.
Nice.
She hits it for 12 points of damage, and that's not quite enough to do it. It looks like it's there's so much blood around. It's like slick everywhere. She says, "I will keep holding on to it." Mudpack, you have no frame of reference for where you are right now. You are being dragged under the earth, and all you can see is dirt, and you have to close your eyes because anytime you open it, it's just scraping, and you are surrounded by dirt.
Turn into something that's got a bro speed?
Mudpack is going to cast lightning bolt facing at an angle up. She wants to hit the creature and have it leave the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it will make a dexterity save.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a disadvantage because there's all kinds of reasons why it's at disadvantage right now.
Okay.
And it fails.
Okay. Gonna roll my 8d6.
Do it!
Which I have prepared because look at that.
Would something like lightning bolt have it maybe regurgitate James out?
It's a damage amount.
It's a damage.
Damage?
Amount. Yeah.
Okay.
It's damage based, yeah.
32 lightning damage.
Dope!
Oh,
Like that amount of damage.
is this against Mama?
This against Mama.
This is a fascinating situation we've just ended ourselves up in. Here's the deal. None of the rest of you have seen that.
Yeah, it's a new spell. It's a new spell
So
for
above ground, you have no idea of what just happened. Below ground, Mudpack, you can't see what you have done, but you do feel slackening of the tentacle. You also can't breathe right now because you're underground.
Okay. How?
You are no longer grappled, but you are under the earth.
Right.
Am I regurgitated?
No.
Oh.
Because
Whoa.
it's dead.
Oh.
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 Fuck. Oh shit. Well.
Oh my god.
Mudpack is going to use his movement to stick his quarterstaff in the direction that the lightning was
Mm-hmm.
to try and get out that way.
Okay.
But
Oh.
like
Do
to
I
make
see
some
a
air, to
quarterstaff?
make some. Oh God! To make some air, I'm gonna start moving up until I can make some give, and then I'm gonna go back and get James if I can.
Okay.
Don't worry about me.
Stop it.
Stop it, you! None of that now.
Mudpack.
Mudpack's dumb. He's got 3 HP left. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Mudpack, go ahead and make a survival check at disadvantage.
That's fair.
This is for trying to figure out like which way is up. Kind of like when you're in an avalanche.
Oh my god. This is so stressful. Oh.
Do you get thrown off a jet ski?
Oh well, that's
Sorry.
pretty good. Okay. Survival is the 6, so it's still a 23.
Okay.
Wow.
Rolled really well on those.
You feel like you can figure out which way is up at the moment.
Yeah.
I need you to make an athletics check to see how far you can get.
Does it have to be? That makes okay. Okay, well that's a 16.
Okay.
So I'll take it.
You begin like pushing earth out of the way and trying to get yourself back topside. It doesn't happen on this turn.
Oh, dum-dum, I can still wild shape. Okay. And,
All right.
I have to wait till next turn because I'm a dum-dum.
I didn't want to say anything, but I'm like, can you be a gopher or something?
I'm just so silly. Thank you.
Looks like a giant badger.
Stressful situation.
It
Just
is
the lightning
giant
thing.
badger.
The lightning thing happened. Like,
Yeah.
it is the turn of the creature that Emiliana has a hold of. It's going to just attempt to hit Emiliana. It's going to attempt to break the grapple. It needs to get out of here. And it does break the grapple and begin to slither back underground. Julian, you have an opportunity to hit it before it does so.
Do it.
All right, he will. Just because of the fun flavor thing, he's going to like do like a because it's receding, right?
Yeah, it's pulling its tentacle back under.
It's like a jumping attack with his sword up in the air, like
Sure, like Link.
trying to pierce it down.
Hiya!
Hiya! Oh, fucking A.
Link doesn't say that.
Yeah, it's only a 10.
The blood moon rises once again. Fucking A.
Fucking A. God damn it, Zelda. All right.
Fucking
That's
A,
only 10.
princess.
Okay, 10 does not hit. Anything you'd like to do for a bonus action, Julian?
Wait, was that my attack action? I thought this was an attack of opportunity when it was retreating.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair.
Then it's
Because
my turn, right?
it was leaving your melee range. So yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay, now
Go
it's
for
my
it.
turn. Now it's my turn?
Now it's your turn.
Okay, still gonna do another attack. Maybe this time we'll succeed.
Hiya! And a hiya!
Hey,
And
that's a
a
17 to
hoo-wah.
17 does hit.
hit. Hell yeah.
And then I key cursor.
Nico, did you use a smite on yourself?
I used Thunderous Smite, but then I used Protection from Good and Evil, which replaced the concentration. So
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I was like, that would be technically your first hit on it, right?
correct. Yes, if I still had Thunderous
Since-
Smite active, it would activate right now, but I did not.
Okay, I
swapped
forgot.
it with
I forgot you
protection.
casted the previous one.
Yep.
While Nico rolls some dice, I just want to take a quick moment to intercede and say, if you haven't checked out our Patreon yet, go do that. at the end of this episode, go check that out. There's a bunch of cool stuff over there, a bunch of exclusive stuff, a podcast that we do very often. Go check that out. You know you want to. All right. Nico, what do you got?
9 slashing damage.
9 slashing.
Your voice makes me shy. It's going to be Divine Smited. All right, so.
There we go.
I didn't know if there was anything else coming.
Yep, let's get Divine Smited
always-
too, because that was clearly not enough. All right, here we go.
Always,
All right.
always divine smite.
So that's an additional
If you
2d8
can't-
radiant damage.
And if you have a second level spell slot,
No,
bump
he
it up.
Okay.
It's just
You leap forward. The first one doesn't quite hit, but you get just one more chance at it and swing, and you slash through the other tentacle. Big spurt of blood, and it flops.
Oh, that was all I needed. Cool, because it was only 2 radiant damage, but apparently I only had 1 left. Excellent.
That was it.
I literally rolled 2 1s on that bullshit. But hey, dead.
Dead.
Boom. D-E-D, dead.
James,
Here it comes.
you have 2 successes, 1 fail, and I do need you to make another death save at advantage.
Right.
Don't fuck it up.
What could possibly go wrong, guys? What could possibly go wrong?
2 nat 1s.
Yep.
No, one of them's a 3, and the other is a 16.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is 3 successes. So you are now stable. However,
In a
You
body.
you can't breathe.
what is your Constitution modifier?
My Constitution is 13, so it's +1.
Okay. Let me take a quick look here.
Oh, holding breath.
Hey, hang on, man.
Okay.
Go on without me.
No.
Gotta try.
You have 2 minutes.
Oh,
Okay. 2 minutes worth of breath. So that's
12
We're gonna
rounds.
start over.
12 rounds. Easy peasy.
lemon squeezy.
Lemons are squeezed.
Isn't that 20 rounds?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Oh yeah, doy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're technically still in initiative.
Me.
It is Val's turn. Val is like looking around, waiting for something to emerge. And he turns to you, Hero, and he says, "Well, I guess we're gonna do the dumb thing." And he stomps a few steps away from you and grabs his sidearm and fires it into the ground.
Dope! Love this
Damn.
man.
R.I.P. I'm gonna be sad when he dies.
It's like
Hero,
Oh,
Hero, you are up.
Harrow gives him a look and just thinks to herself, like, first James and now this fool, like, one right after the other. Harrow is like, you know what? I'm sure you can take care of yourself. So, she is going to, as a bonus action, Misty Step over to where Crick Stump is.
bro, we just met. Bye.
Look,
Dang. Okay.
it's clearly he can protect himself. He's got his big boy gun. He's got his other one.
His big boy gun.
Bros before NPCs.
Look, because there's nothing else that she can do other than just sitting here to get herself swallowed. Like, I can't do this right now, so she's gonna Misty Step over to Quick Step. She can only do 30. I think Misty Step is only 30 feet. So I don't know how close Chris Stump is from here. Is she far away?
Crickstump is all the way on the rock.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's all the way back.
Well, no, I jumped off the rock to start digging.
It's not very far though.
But yes.
Your Misty Step gets you back to on the map like the well. So you still have like 60 feet to go to get to Crickstump.
Yeah, shit.
Let me
Oh,
see,
you-
because
no, you
I see Crickstump digging though, right? Is that?
Yes, you do.
But yeah, just like with my quarterstaff, just kind of wait. And then I think to myself, Mudpack and Wild Shape.
So
Get your
she's.
ass up.
I'm
Is
waiting.
there-
I'm just waiting.
What are there any more of these tentacles, these things?
Nothing has
Flopping
popped up at
about?
the moment.
Nothing above ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's gonna take, so it's a 30 feet and then another 30 feet of movement. And as she's running, she's just gonna keep, if she can keep the firebolt ready for whenever something
Sure.
pops up. So
All right.
more than likely towards Val, because clearly he's doing his thing.
Crickstump,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Okay. So I know that the other one went underground, right?
Yes.
And I know that Mudpack is underground, right?
Yes.
But like, they went down in two different areas.
Yeah, they're not in the same place. Here's what
Cool.
you know. Mudpack went under with the Alpha, with the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Harrow is right now running over the top of where this other one went underground.
Okay. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's actually doable. So
Okay.
I have a cantrip. It's called Chill Touch, and it summons a spectral ghostly hand. Can I actually put it through things?
You just
Ooh.
see the target.
You're gonna make me look up
I
this
don't
dumb
need to
bullshit.
see the target. It does not say you need sight on the target.
Okay.
Sounds
Chill
like
touch.
a cantrip that the Bloodhound gang would cast.
All right. You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range.
Which the range is 120 feet.
So who are you trying to touch?
I'm trying to touch the one that went underground, and I know it had to take like its full movement just to flip over and then burrow. So I think I know the general area of where
Okay.
it is.
So you. Here's what I'm going to say. You can definitely try. You're going to be doing this at disadvantage,
That's fair.
and it has full cover.
Okay.
Mm.
You just got some boosts to AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. I'm still gonna take my action and do that.
Yeah. So basically,
You get time to roll 2 natural 20s.
yeah. So it's going to be a disadvantage. I'm going to give it a +5 bonus to its AC,
Okay.
which is like that's 3/4, but who cares? Yeah. Give it a shot.
All right, let's go for it.
So I'll just tell you, you need to roll an 18 at disadvantage.
Okay, the first one I didn't, but I'm also going to use another lucky point. So, because why not at this point?
'Cause yours are not
Yeah.
loaded.
The first one was only a 15. So, again, let's do it. Come on.
Come on, team.
Whoa, that jumped out. I rolled a dirty 20
There you
At
go.
disadvantage,
at disadvantage. One was an 18 on the die, the other was a 14 on the die.
you hit it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grab that
Yeah.
with your ghostly hand.
I will deal with my ghostly hand.
Oh God.
Grab my ghost hand.
And Paul, I know it's a cantrip, but I'm still casting it with my quarterstaff, correct? I don't think that changes anything, right?
What?
Sorry, it's just so it's necrotic
Bonus
damage. The bonus damage with the quarterstaff. Just the extra D4 on a spell.
Sure.
Okay. Just I want to play by the rules. That's all. That's all I want to do.
That monotone, sure.
Just
I like the what?
Unreadable. A classic DM language.
just roll, Zach. God. That's 9 necrotic damage.
So as you watch Harrow running across, you send out this chill touch spell just blindly, and this tentacle emerges right behind Harrow and then withers and falls to the ground.
Ah, that would have been terrifying.
Have a
And then I'm
bad-
gonna use my bonus and movement just to dig more with my quarterstaff.
Okay. We are
Fuck.
out of initiative,
Oh, no way. Okay.
but we're
That
not
was
quite done.
We're
no,
not
we are
done
not.
yet.
Because Val's over there in the corner, stomping on the ground, doing his little dance. And then
Actually,
we got
Val's
our
fine.
boy. Yeah, we got our boy on the ground waiting to find them.
Mudpack, tell me what you do.
Wild shape into a giant badger
Okay.
Oh.
is what I do. I've been waiting.
Crickstump, as you are digging, you see these like spiky claws start to dig their way.
I back up. I back up and like ready to hit it.
And a little badger face pushes out of the dirt.
Oh,
So badger face will
Thank
push
God.
out of the dirt and get out and then jump right back in and like dig and make the hole bigger. And
I
Okay.
understand what she's trying to do,
he
and I wild shape into another giant badger.
There you go.
cool.
Okay.
As soon as they do that, so as they're doing that, Julian will jump into the growing dirt pile and just start digging so that he can get to assist on them getting out sooner, and he will prepare to do a lay on hands on James's body as soon as it comes to the surface.
Harrow gets over there and then basically just starts using cantrip gust as much as she can to just like get rid of the dirt
Okay.
out of the way.
Crickstump, Mudpack, Julian. You are all going to make athletics checks.
Okay.
It's athletics with the badger, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I just had to double check.
Julian,
21.
Mudpack,
19.
Crickstump.
I used my last lucky point. That's a 17.
Okay. You start digging and digging furiously. Dirt is going all over the place. That is what I would call a successful round in trying to reach James.
Awesome.
So that is 30 seconds has passed. I need you all to make another athletics check.
Uh-oh.
Can I try getting in there as well to help?
Sure.
All right. And this is what check? You literally just said it.
Athletics.
Athletics.
All right. Crickstump,
8.
Mudpack,
An 11.
Julian.
Natural 1, so a 7.
Okay. Harry.
Dirty 20.
All right. This is not a successful round.
Man, this Hero Forge that I'm making for my next character looks pretty good.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! Okay.
1 minute has passed.
Oh man.
Go ahead and roll another athletics check. Julian.
13.
Mudpack.
3.
Crickstump.
14.
Harrow.
15.
This is not a successful round.
I'm so sorry.
Barely. Fuck.
Damn. Well, it's been real, guys.
1 minute, 30 seconds has passed. Go ahead and make another athletics check. Harrow.
16.
Crickstump.
18.
Mudpack.
16.
Julian.
Natural 20, so 26.
Okay. That is a successful round. You need one more successful round to get to James. To get to the creature, I should say. James, you have 30 seconds left before you completely run out of breath. Go ahead and make another athletics check.
All of us or James?
All of you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
James
Including
didn't do,
James?
No, James didn't do anything at this point. You are still
Well, fair.
unconscious, just stable.
You're on a beach.
Yeah. Mudpack.
19.
Julian.
14.
Harrow.
15.
Crickstump.
18.
You dig far enough down to find the mouth of this thing, still and unmoving here under the earth.
I used my tiny badger hands to try and wrench it open.
Okay.
Mudpack also works at wrenching it open.
All right. Julian, what are you doing?
Julian will just kind of like, if they're wrenching it open, Julian's going to dive in with lay on hands to try and
You got
heal
thumbs.
the body of Julian. James.
Okay.
James, Julian, Justin, all the same.
Julian does have blind sight out to 10 feet, so he will just dive in and try and find James with lay on hands prepared.
And Harrow, what would you like to do?
She's
You have thumbs.
yeah, no, like she's just gonna try and just fucking grab this mouth and pull it open
Okay.
as hard as she can.
All right. So here's the deal. James has run out of air.
Oh my god.
He is not dead yet. He can survive for a number of rounds equal to his Constitution modifier, which is 1. This
Oh, stop.
is success or fail. This one round to reach James inside this creature. This will be another athletics check for everyone. And I will tell you that the average that you need to meet is 14. So combined, everyone's average needs to get to 14.
For athletics?
Athletics. You're trying to like wrench this thing open, like dig through innards. Julian.
Natural 20, 26.
We're going to get the music for that. Mudpack.
5.
Okay.
Okay.
Crickstump.
12.
Harrow.
Okay.
Another 15.
Well,
I can't do the math that fast. Shit.
That is an average. You all work together to wrench this thing's jaw open, to dig. You are pushing aside innards and like trying to get to James. And Julian, you see a limp hand just enough to be able to cast a spell. You see James inside this thing.
It's 15 lay on hands points.
That was an average of 18.
Dope.
Damn. What a ride, guys.
James,
My
you
heart.
awake in just pitch darkness. It smells horrible. Your mouth is full of like horrible like stomach acid from this thing. You can feel like burn, like acid marks on your skin, anything that's exposed and not armored. But you are alive.
Thank God, man.
Over the next few minutes, you drag James out of the inside of this creature. And you all emerge back topside. Alive.
On wild shape. Ooh.
Same.
You hear a small voice from behind you say, I don't think they'll have to worry about earthquakes anymore.
Yes. Thank you, Lebec. I agree.
I've got a courage potion if you need it, but I think we're done.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, I'm done.
Val is trotted over and he says, oh, son of a bitch. I'm not gonna, I honestly don't want to know. I'm gonna grab a drink. He points to you, Harry, and says, you keep that. I'm good. And he wanders over to the empty saloon.
Oh no, no!
Oh,
There's no intending bar.
and it's full of holes and dead people.
No,
Beds.
there's just one dead person. And they're
Downstairs.
It's fine.
You all over the next few minutes kind of drag yourself up onto the rock. Start to catch your breath. You have survived. The ground is no longer shaking. James.
Yeah.
As you kind of return to the world of the living, you let your eyes wander, kind of just stare across the expanse, and you're looking past the town up north, and you can see high up on a ridge up in the foothills, you see a lone figure, thin, hooded, stands there facing you, far away, but you don't have to wonder too hard who it's looking at. I should note that none of the rest of you can see that.
I'm assuming it's the old woman and at the table.
Feels like a fair assumption.
I give a thumbs up.
What a mood.
Thumbs up.
You see that the figure, James, reaches out a hand. The wind buffets their clothing. It just stands there, arm outstretched.
It gives a thumbs up.
It does not.
Oh, come on.
It just simply waits.
Fair enough. I'm gonna hug the person closest to me, whoever that may be.
Let's say it's Mudpack, since Mudpack was down there with you.
I give Mudpack not a back-breaking hug, just a regular hug.
Glad to have you out, mate.
I was gonna say, isn't Mudpack at like 2 health?
Do you mind if I have this health potion for myself? You seem to be doing okay yourself.
I give all of my lay on hands of Mudpack.
Oh, thanks.
Save yourself the health potion.
Thanks. How much is that?
20, I think.
I got 20 total. So
Yeah.
If you're
you never know.
Cool. Thank you.
Boy, do I got a story to tell you because we are not just out yet.
James, what will you do?
Second thought, I'm going to take off my armor, see if anything's on my back.
Well, you can't really see your own back.
Fair. Do I
but-
feel anything though?
You feel that you no longer have those scars.
Oh, snap. Okay. Fair enough.
Does Mudpack see?
Yeah,
This-
you can see him like feeling back there, and that the skin is now smooth.
I'm going to give my longsword to Mudpack. And my
Oh.
maul to Mudpack.
It's really not my style.
No, just listen.
Uh-huh.
I need you to tell Denra that I'm sorry. And I'm gonna go towards the figure.
Okay. As the rest of you try to recover on the rock and just get your bearings back, James sets his weapons aside and
James.
walks out of town.
I'm just yelling his name after him. Just James.
Something happened to him.
Yeah, he got swallowed. We saw.
Something more.
Yeah.
Julian will kind of like walk up next to Quickstep and be like, I do believe he made a choice, and now we must await what the result of that choice will be.
And as we pull back, if this was a movie, we'd pull back the view further and further. We'd see these small figures sitting on a rock in the middle of this kind of desolate town. We'd see a few people start to slowly poke their heads out of doors, seeing if the danger has passed. And we'd see one solitary figure making a climb up the foothills into parts unknown. And that is where we will end this mission.
Fare thee well, James. Until next time.
All right. Thank you very much, players.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Excellent
Thanks,
work.
everybody.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, let me go ahead and talk to the folks at home. Bye, players.
Bye.
All right. I hope you enjoyed that as much as we did. That was quite a finish. We are so happy to be able to share this with you. Quick programming note. We are going to be off for the next 2 weeks. I am moving, so I am just completely unavailable for a little bit. But we are back after that 2-week break for Halloween, and you are not going to want to miss Halloween. Halloween is a special. It is a true, honest-to-God one-shot that stands all on its own, and it is going to be horrific. It is going to be a big party, and all of them are going to die. I have no idea how long it's going to take, but it is just going to keep on going until everyone's gone. It's going to be a hell of a way to spend Halloween. So don't miss it. Join us that night. We'll see you then. Thanks so much, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful time until then.